So, so if any of you guys read Reddit.com, I certainly love it. But one of the leading stories today, it's kind of like, man, how do I describe it? It's kind of like Dig. If anyone uses Dig, I do social media for my career, so it's like all I talk about. But anyway, one of the leading stories on the site was a Netflix movie review of Justin Bieber's "Never Say Never," and it was, as you could expect, it was a abrasive review. And "Never Say Never" is Justin Bieber's like triumphant rising above the adversity he's faced in his life. It's total bullshit, who knows it? And the guy made a very good point, like, what adversity has Justin Bieber faced in his entire life? Like, between the time he changed his diapers and learned to talk, he's in movies and making millions of dollars. Like, this guy knows nothing. It kind of, and you laugh, like, yeah, Justin Bieber's a pussy, He is. But then, it makes you think for a second, like, oh, yeah, like, I'm so much tougher than Justin Bieber. Like, I've done some awesome things in my life. Like, I've overcome something, right? Shit. Still cool with it, Justin. But anyway, the one thing that I can really think of, grew up in the really nice suburb of Chicago. My parents paid for college, and I had everything I could ever want. But I had a bunch of friends, and I was in a fraternity in college, and my college experience was this whole dream. And I have a job. I got a job like a month out of school. I just got lucky with everything in my life. Everything has just been there, and so I can't be like, oh, I'm from the streets, got nothing. And but the one thing that happened to me last year was interesting. Typical of young relationships. When you get dumped for the first time after your first relationship, you think you're the worst person alive, like groveling. Oh my God, we dated for 13 months. It's end all be all. You think you're a piece of shit. Naturally, when you think like that, you're in a college environment at a party school, one thing leads to another, and you're drunk more often than you should be. And so I was in this, weird thing where I, thought I was having fun, but I was just being a miserable piece of shit. And, I had all these really cool friends, and I was seeing a lot of them, but it was always when I was drunk. And one day, it was the same old. It was a Monday. I went to school, and, I was in all my classes, and taking some pictures of campus at night and hanging out with some friends. I was watching Monday Night Football, and it's great. And so I ride my bike back home. The next thing I know, I wake up and I'm in a hospital. And I get my leg way up in the air, and my hands screwed up. I'm way high on drugs, so I have no idea what the hell I'm talking about. I'm like, what is going on? And my mom is sitting at the foot of my bed. And my mom's in Chicago. She drove the 5 hours down to Indiana to see me. And she's just sobbing hysterically, and I have a patch over one of my eyes. I'm like, what? No recollection whatsoever. And I proceed to be informed that I'd been hit by a car on my way home from class, and that basically every appendage I had was broken in some way. I had had emergency plastic surgery with over 160 stitches near my right eye. The cut from a windshield wiper was 4 millimeters from my eye. I had broken 3 bones in my hand right here. I had separated my shoulder, shattered my scapula? No. Patella, duh. I should know. I've had to tell 100 people. But I broke both of my feet, one worse than the other, because I'd already broken one previously. I had dislocated a finger on this side. It was just this whole big mess. And I was like, shit! That's the only thing I could think of. And, man, what am I going to do? And, I guess I'll just sit in this hospital bed for a week. And so that's exactly what I did. And it took a week to get out of there, eating Jell-O and mashed potatoes and nasty stuff. And I had physical therapy for months. And, just like everything else in my life, I got lucky, and I was in good enough shape to heal very quickly. And, because this is about relativity, it's kind of like a before and after. And so I was kind of in this self-destructive, feeling sorry for myself, Justin Bieber pussy stage, where, I could have made a song about my, trivial struggles. But afterwards, I really, feel like I matured, and I realized how lucky I was through everything I had in my life, through the injury and everything, and how much I valued the close friends that I had. And, you know, I'm up here on stage today. I got like a little scars here and there, but, you know, things are good. Things are back to normal. Just, you know, like I said, just got a job here. Just moved here a month ago. So I'm starting this like whole new stage of my life. And I think the perspective from the last year, just kind of the harsh contrast to the Justin Bieber I was before to the like actual adult that I am now, was fitting for the relativity theme. And so thanks for listening.